Hey everyone, today we're doing a review of an Athearn 8,000 gallon beer can tank car, Shorty tank car. These are the 30-foot ones. This is the Vulcan company. I saw this the other day at the hobby store, just love the colors on it, and at that price right there I really couldn't turn it down because I just love these things, and I'd spend almost that much for just buying the kit versions of the older ones. So I thought I would pick this up and do a review of it, see what the details are like, if the ready-to-run stuff is better than if I put the kit together myself. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to set the camera up here, and then we'll do the unboxing, and then I'll grab the camera back. Alright, so let's get this out of the package. I do like the packaging for for Athearn. I like the double shell that they do on this. So we'll get this open and take a look here. Yeah, see, they even put a nice plastic overlay so that this will not do any damage to this. Okay, so right off the bat, you can see there's some things been cheaped out on, so I'll explain that. Some things are upgraded and some things are cheaped out on. So here we go. Get this out of the box. Alright, I'm going to grab the camera and we'll get back in on this right here. And at the end I will do a run with this so we can see how much of a wobble there is on things, how it tracks on the track. My layout's set up for Shorty cars anyway, so it should be a good test for it. Alright, so let's take a look at the paint to start off with before we review anything else. I'm going to really take a look here at the edges. It's not too bad. You can see there's a few spots, like right here where the tip of my thumb is, where the lines don't quite match up with the end pieces. I know a lot of people wouldn't even think about that, but I mean, if you're going to buy something that's ready to run, and the retail price on this was $45, so I obviously didn't pay that. But if you're going to be spending that kind of money, you know, for a car, everything should line up and look pretty good. So up here on the top, it looks pretty good. The white definitely looks fairly transparent. You can see blue coming through from underneath. So I would say they could have stood to do another coat of white on there just to finish that off. I don't know. I doubt that's a decal. I'm sure it's probably a spray. Okay, so let's look at next part of this. We'll look at the details. So the wire that they used is pretty good. It's pretty thin versus the wire they used to give you in the kit forms. And the steps on the ladder seem really fairly decent too. There's some nice, if you look here, let's see if I can get this on the thing. You can, as it rolls away on me, you can actually see through the end right here. The walkway on the end, you can actually see through it. So that's nice. I always like the see-through grills or walkways like that. So it just seems to be a nicer touch, just like you can see through the tops right there on the top ones as well. So that's good. So that's definitely an improvement over just the old plastic ones. The lines right here, as with the top, they look pretty good. They're nice and thin. Let's look at the details on the ends here. Really good extra details here that they never had with the older kits. This extra piping and everything headed over here and over to the brake cylinder and stuff. And the brake line actually has a very decent looking. Let's see if I can get it focused on the chain on it. Looks pretty good. Okay, then on this side, same thing. This looks pretty decent. Looks like this is I may have to try to bend that. It's a little bit bowed in the bottom. I may have to try to bend that back. These separately applied hand grab irons right here are really nice. They're really thin, so it looks very prototypical. The ends here, same thing, nice and thin right there. Decent handrails right here that go up. I'm assuming these are the decals right here, the car data. They look pretty good. Let me see if I can get a zoom in on that. So you get an idea. Well, that's pretty good. Pretty crisp. The same with the reporting marks over here on this side. Okay, so overall, paint and details are pretty good. You do get metal wheels, which is a nice upgrade. And the trucks have got better details to them. You can see right there, they've got some of the rigging underneath that you need. And then, so they put all this work in and did really nice, and then they cheaped out on the couplers and gave you plastic couplers. So this will have to be replaced. Let me take a look and see if it's going to be an easy replacement. Yeah, it's just a couple of screws underneath there, so that's not that bad. But again, if you were to pay retail on that at $45, I would expect you to have metal couplers, KD style couplers that are metal on there. But otherwise, I guess that'd be nitpicking. But to me, if you're going to do that, that would be something. And of course, obviously, like I've never seen on some tank cars, but vast majority of them, you have the plate here, but you don't have any of the warning decals put on there. But they make decal sets for that, where you can do that. So that overall, so I would give the paint out of 10. I would give the paint probably an 8. The finish is nice. I don't see it's all smooth. I don't see any oddities as far as discoloration from their finish coats and things like that. As far as the decals go, probably a 9 to 10 out of that. As far as the details, the handrails and things like that, they're really pretty good. I would probably give those a 9 out of 10. The only reason it's not a 10 is because some stuff is bowed, and you can definitely see that things need to be straightened a little bit, but it's not that big a deal. Other things like couplers and wheels, definitely nice to see that it's up to a metal, so I would give that a 10 out of a 10. Couplers, I'd give you a 2 out of that, because they're just even a cheap looking plastic coupler. I mean, they didn't even really give you a decent one. I don't even know if these are like a McHenry or something. And I know a lot of people don't like McHenrys, but at least they operate. It does operate, but it looks like it's going to break easily. All right, so I'm going to pause this for a minute, and then we will put it on the track, and we will track it around, and we'll see how it goes as far as it wobbling or anything like that. Okay, as the train gets ready to come around here with it on it, I should mention when I put it and lift it up, put on the tracks, it is really light. I would like to have seen a little more weight in it, but as you can see, it's actually tracking pretty well. I'm not seeing much wobbling, even going over track joints. Okay, so I'm going to stop and we'll come back for final thought. Okay, so that pretty well wraps it up. You can see it working. So I would say out of a 10, I'd give this about between an 8 and 8.5. There's a few things that, like I said, the weight factor and the couplers being really lousy for the price. Details are pretty good. A little bit of adjustment need to be made on them. And there were the issues with the paint that we discussed. So otherwise, I'd say it's well worth the money, especially if you don't want to put the others together. I would recommend it. Let me get the end of the box. You can get the Athearn number and everything on there. So this is the Vulcan Materials Athearn 97181, and it's the NACC 8,000 gallon beer can tank car, Shorty tank car, 30 foot. I'll probably pick up a couple more of these. They had a few other versions of it, so I'll probably wind up picking up a few more. So that should tell you that I'm pleased enough that I'll get a few more of them. But anyway, so I hope you've enjoyed the review. And if you want to see more of these, please like and subscribe so you can keep up to date with them. We'll probably have at least 1 or 2 coming a week on some new products like this. So thanks for watching.